Bam! Hello! Is anybody here who is lurking? How would anybody that's already here be here? Are you on my profile or on the Dennis Not on Fire hashtag? How does it work? Hello, everybody. Aloha. I'm trending! Great! I'm literally bleaching my hair, said somebody. Nice. Okay, so let's tweet this and see what happens. Still don't know how this works. Okay, let's see what happens. Is it watching? Is it working? I can speak. I can English good. Good. Hello. Hi. 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 Hello. 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 Okay, that's enough of that. Shut the fudge up. Hello, everybody. I'm on the internet. My laptop's going to die, so I'm going to plug it in. Just be right back. There we go. That was fun. That was really exciting. Hi, everyone. I haven't seen you since not last Tuesday because PJ came to London and I had to socialise with him. Sorry about that, but sometimes I don't like doing this every week. I'm like, I don't have anything to talk about. You know, it's like, what's new? I don't know. Have you not seen this before? I'm sure I talked about this. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, so... Can you handle my lumps, is the question of the live show. Hi. It's not black, but... I'm inside. I have a multitude of t-shirts that I don't really wear all the time, but it's like a pajama top because I haven't left the house today. You know how it goes. Hello, everybody. So, what the hell has happened since we last spoke in this capacity? First thing I'll note is they added loads of weird things to YouNow. Look at everyone yarsing and baying and pray emojiing. Look at YouNow down with the kids. It's a bit better if you think about, like, what was it before? It was a bit like some random shady website, whereas now they've got like the Miley Cyrus tongue poking out. Hey. Yep, there you are, spamming. Who needs to read the chat when you could all just say bay at me for the next 2 hours? I'm not here for 2 hours, Jesus Christ. So how are you doing? Hello, as people still flock in. One word, how are you feeling right now? Go. Okay, sad. Bored? Fab. Bored, slutty, said Abby. Fair, okay. Saucy. Punk rock, said somebody. Nice. Lonely, said Holly. Oh dear, Holly. Weird, said Beth. Strange, said Jake. Okay. Hardcore, said Fawn and Josh at the same time. Right. Dishumanized, said Sarah. Nice. Placenta, said Connor. Thanks, Connor. And everyone else is generally feeling a mixture of praising bruh and Snapshot, which is great. Fantastic. So, because I wasn't here last week, we haven't talked about the absolute joy that was my cereal advert. How did everyone love my Crave Challenge? That was fun to watch more than to take part in. It was fun to take part in, I'm not going to lie. The whole experience was very hilarious, even if it was horrifying. So horrifying. So, just so you get, like, basically, I had a vague idea of what the challenge would be in that it would involve a sports centre and the bungee thing, because obviously I had to be involved in turning up to the venue, but I had no idea how exactly it was going to work. So it was all a very horrifying surprise. BJ had a great time though, star of the show. It was fine. Thank you to all of the people that helped me film it. Wow. Yeah, so I mean it was horrifying. It was like I feel bad for Phil's onesie. I'm going to presume you've watched it by now. I didn't want to do it, but obviously that was That was the whole point, to kind of close that chapter. So I don't know if they wanted to do another Crave challenge. I think they'd have to think outside the box, unless it involves necromancy, which I might have just spoiled it. But it was so painful being pulled back by that thing, and I had like a 15-pack watching, like, seriously, by the time that I'd finished, that thing pulling on my abs for like 20 minutes of running. You know, I can't do 20 minutes of running as it is, never mind 20 minutes of running being held back by a rope. So there was, yes. But there we go. It's on the internet. I wasn't going to do it again, but then they told me vaguely what they had as an idea, and I was like, okay, this might be good. And it turned out to be something I'm really proud of. I'm sure I'll look back on that. I still have mine. Yes, why was the suit different? They sent me 2 dinosaur suits, so we used the wrong one, or not the wrong one, the new one at the swimming pool, because I didn't want it to get smelly. Although then putting them in the same box made them smell damp, even though mine wasn't the one in the swimming pool, because obviously I have a memory that lasts 1 week. I stopped broadcasting to come watch you. Did you? Thanks, person. Use a hashtag to trend on Twitter. I don't know. I was thinking about this the other day. Like, do I need to start making people tweet? Not making people, but asking people to tweet a hashtag guess the crime when I'm uploading a new video, because that seems to be what all the cool kids are doing these days, and it's not a thing that I'm doing. No, yes, says everybody. No, I'm lazy. Murder. Opinion stream. Here we go. No, said Hannah. Yes, said Brianna. No, said Katie. No, said Vicky. Yes, said Shannon. I don't need to, but it's just it's a should thing, you know what I mean? Because it's like the more time goes on, the more socially acceptable it is for YouTubers to just haul themselves out on social media in various ways. And I've always been a massive snark. Anyone that's watched my videos for a long time knows that I'm always way too cynical. So people asking for people to subscribe to their channel, who does that? Nobody in 2010, but then obviously 2012, it's in the creator playbook. Is this just something that I'll struggle against the tide for a year and then just end up doing it when I'm the last person in the world? I'm usually the last person in the world, aren't I? Hun, it's 2014. Yeah. Pop Shack. Yes. So I hosted an event on Saturday. Basically, Pop Shack is a YouTube network which has YouTubers that are basically up-and-coming little musicians that do covers of everyone's favourite pop music, and them and some signed pop stars did a little show in a place in London, and they asked me and Phil to present it. And even though it's not necessarily my taste in music, it was a big favour to the people that organised it. And it was fun. It was cool. Don't feel bad that you didn't go. I make YouTube videos. What am I clicking? A pen that I found. A Cabana pen. Cabana. It's a Brazilian restaurant chain in the UK. Very tasty. I recommend it. I don't know why I have a pen of it though. That's weird. My niece floated that she got an autograph from Benedict Cumberbatch. Something something. What? Jealous. That pen clicking is quite annoying. Fine. It's over there now. It's on the floor. Nothing to hold other than my tickets to something that's happening. Look what film I'm seeing this week. Ooh. I'm not going to the premiere because I'm not about that life. We discussed that. Did I discuss that after Spider-Man? So, I mean, yeah, so Crave Challenge, that was a thing that existed, and now that's on the internet forever. What else is there to discuss about the universe? What is on that cushion? It's a bear's face. Look what I got here. Little stickers. I'm obsessed with them. World Cup final. Did I watch? I did watch. It wasn't as exciting as the Germany-Brazil game, obvs, but I was very happy. It was so tense. What's the guy that scored called? I forget his name. The German one. He's cool. The Crave Challenge left you with even less dignity than before. Yes, it did. Good decisions I make. It's called Gotze. That's not how you pronounce it. Hello from San Antonio, Texas. Hello, San Antonio, Texas. Is it warm where you are? Sounds like it probably is. You need to make a new video, said Kimmy. Yes, I do. That's what my life is about from this point onwards. I've got a video to make. Don't know what it's about yet. Got lots of lots of options. I'll need to see which one I feel passionate about, or maybe something new will happen and it will just fall out of my mouth, which is usually what happens. It's usually not planned in advance very often. What did you think of PJ's challenge? Just creative as usual, wasn't it? You can't really compare a typical vlogger to a filmmaker such as PJ. Not that one thing is intrinsically better than the other, because I'm sure that most vloggers aren't trying to be filmmakers. Conversation. Dan, can you give me a shout out? Hi, Nihika. What type of stickers are those? I've got a cat, a ladybird, a beetle, a lion. I think that's an elephant, a frog, and a bear. That's good. I look a bit like Gwen Stefani plus freckles right now. So, yeah, life, the World Cup. What else has happened? Spotify update. Have I listened to music? Is that a thing that's happened? Okay, let's see what Dan's been listening to musically since 2 Tuesdays ago. I have no idea. Probably nothing, knowing me. Top artists for me. It's the same. Apparently, I haven't listened to any music since last week. There we go. Easy answer. I'll look at my phone. What have I been listening to? It might just not be on Spotify. So, True Detective is a show that I got on Blu-ray and then watched the whole thing. That was very good. I liked that. Who's watched True Detective? Probably not many of you. It's an 18-rated detective drama on HBO with Matthew McConaughey in it. Might be a bit scary or intense for 30% of you, but lots of people would probably like it quite a lot. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was looking at music. Playlists. Recently played Anna Managuchi, Atoms for Peace. Ben Howard, the Burr Island EP, that's a good one. Discovered that from watching an episode of The Walking Dead. And the Guild Wars soundtrack. And a bit of I Am I, How Am I. There we go. That's me, quite summed up nicely. Do I watch American Horror Story? Yes. How excited! Oh my god! Like, have you seen the photos they keep posting on Twitter with the two heads? I can't. We should all just be so grateful that American Horror Story exists. We live in what an age. Seriously. Can you please try to upload 2 times a month instead of 1? Because it's boring waiting for you. I'd love to upload as frequently as possible in between busyness and existential crisis and being a procrastinator. It just happens. Let's just go with the flow. How do you feel about making videos about your life? What, as in what I'm doing at the moment? It's cool, I guess. Been doing it for 4 years. Must like it. Have you started watching Orange is the New Black yet? No, I haven't. Ugh. I'm the worst. Sorry. Don't listen to anyone. Do daily vlogs. No. Dan, what are you doing at YouTube events? Guys, guess what? After the debacle of my last live show, I can confirm I will be doing a meetup at Somewhere in the City with Phil. It's only going to be for 3 hours because of the scheduling and because I'm doing something on stage with Phil, and there's lots of people there. So it'll be first come, first serve, and there'll be lots of disappointed people, but there we go. That's how the universe works. So those of you that will meet me, hello, and those of you that don't, sorry, but I'm not that great. Don't worry. Not missing out on much. Murder House, Asylum, or Coven? I think Asylum is probably my favourite, but Coven was just so unbelievably sassy that I look back on Coven and I'm just like, holy shit, I cannot believe that that was actually a TV show that they actually made for all of us. And I'm so... Coven's the one that makes me feel so grateful for its existence because it's so ridiculous. Like, Coven was so ridiculous. It was so incredible. It was so stylish. Oh my god. American Horror Story. So great, generally speaking. Are you going to upload the stuff from VidCon? Yes, they sent me the video of that now. I'm going to upload it somewhere at some point. I don't know if it's going to be my next video, because right after doing a Dan and Phil video, I don't know if I want to do another one. Especially because a lot of people that didn't have sense of humour, I saw a comment on my Creative Challenge that was like, I did not subscribe to you for inane drivel like this. And I was like, best comment ever. And I was like, okay, well, I'll make sure that my next video isn't inane drivel. If that person, they don't like action, they like slow talking with lots of long words. So, who knows? I'll have a think about it. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. Can you please fix your left sleeve? I'm sorry, this is really annoying. Whenever I do a live show, I swear to God, my sleeves are always needing to be fixed. That must be very irritating to watch. How long would I be if I was a worm? I don't know, I'm a tall person. Guess I'd be a long worm. Celebrating International MCR Day? Totally. I was looking for something MCR related around me. Got a vinyl in the corner. There you go, I was looking at Jared Way's Facebook page earlier. What a patriot I am. Is it a dog? No, that is a bear pillow. It's a white bear pillow. How tall are you? I went to the doctor for a... Was it... Where did I go? I went somewhere. I went to the gym, and I got measured at the gym because they were trying to work out my BMI so I could cry myself to sleep. And I am exactly 6'2" without shoes on. No, with shoes on. I was wearing my shoes. There we go. But then they were gym shoes, they were really thin. I'm 6'2". Don't believe the people that say that I'm 17'4" on the Tumblr chart of YouTubers' height differences. That makes me look like a freak. Everyone's the same height, other than a few people. Would you say a song of blah blah blah? Would you play a song on the piano for us sometime? Yeah, when I get my piano fixed, maybe not. I started to learn Ingenue by Tom York, the acoustic version of the Atoms for Peace album, Amok. There we go, that's a lot of non-mainstream things I said. And I learned most of it, and then I went to VidCon and stopped. But I've learned to play that now. But I need to remind myself of that middle bit, because I've completely forgotten it. What was the next song? I was going to learn to play Tizanakand. That's on my to-do list. Tizanakand is the next piano song I'm going to learn. I'll learn like the basic grade school version and then try to learn the piano collections version and then fail because I suck. Did anyone see that hashtag twerk was trending earlier? I checked that out. Weird room. Don't go there. Have I played the Kardashian game? Mildly. I haven't let it ruin my life, I'm afraid. As with many Simpsons tapped out Candy Crush, Clash of Clans style iFizzle games. Wow, I had no idea the majority of your fans were kids. I feel so out of place here. Actually, you're very wrong. I don't know if you saw this, probably not, but YouTube is this classified? I don't know. YouTube recently admitted to some people that told me that they were getting analytics wrong for the last 6 months and that they were underestimating the age of the audience. And it's something like, I'm not going to show you my analytics page. But what was it? It was interesting. Demographics. Okay, so currently 25% of my audience is male. Take of that what you will. Apparently there's more boys than girls on YouTube, obviously because of the gamers, and the more gamers there are subscribing to PewDiePie, the more there are transferring over to vloggers. But that's fine. I think maybe you just don't speak to many boys because they care less. And let me work this out. Okay, so it thinks that 45% of my audience is over the age of 18. 45% is over the age of 18. I think it's probably half that, and then half of it is people that are saying that they're 18 to allow themselves to watch flagged videos. But YouTube thinks that half of my audience is 18 plus. So you decide how much of that is accurate and how much isn't. Why did I just sign out of Gmail? I'm going to have to type in my horrendously long password again now. I am the worst person in the entire universe. Facts! How interesting! But yes, as I said, when I made my YouTube channel, I think my actual age on YouTube, back when you could show it on your channel was like 96, because obviously when I made my YouTube account when I was 13, I said I was 90, so I could watch flagged videos, because that's what we all do. But yeah. Oh my god, it's been so warm recently in London. It's been so mega warm. Like during the night, I'm like, ugh, and I have a fan that just blows warm air at me from the room. It's just accelerating the warm air that's already in the same room as me into my face. So I'm like, thank you, fan, you're working. Please continue to accelerate the warm air into my face. I swear that the fan is just generating more heat in the room as well. It's not nice. It's not good. Dan, please start vlogging. Hey guys, here I am. So today I stayed inside all day. I wrote 3 emails and spent a lot of time on the internet and then sat facing the wall for 3 hours. Bye! Yeah, I would be a great daily vlogger. Totally. Why do you have stickers on your face? I don't know. Someone was saying that a pen clicking was annoying. So then I picked up a sheet of stickers and then I ended up sticking them to my face. Please keep things away from my hands because I have no attention span. But is there no such thing as AC in the UK? Most houses in the UK don't have air conditioning. New houses and new apartments do, but most don't. And this house was made in like 1250 or something. I have no idea. So yeah. Someone said, so, collab with Tyler Oakley. Okay, will do. Am I going to Reading Festival? I'd like to. I don't know if I am yet. I'd like to. Is it true that you are the polar opposite of Fun for Louis? What, in the sense that all of his life is outside and daily vlogs and that's... yeah, I guess. Although we have quite a lot of in common in person. He's a cool dude, that guy. Trisha has to go to school right now. Good luck. Oh my god. Hate life. What's my favourite planet? Earth. Boring answer, but I mean really it's the most interesting one, isn't it? The other ones are just kind of gassy and tumultuous. How do you cure insomnia? Read a book until you go. That was a decade of me reading Harry Potter in bed. Dan, get your ass to Sacramento, California. I was in California 3 weeks ago. Where were you when you could have stalked me? Hashtag that was unexpected, said somebody. Indeed, do I fold the corners of books? No, but I don't have a bookmark either. I've read like 3 books in the last 2 months, and I just realised that I haven't used a bookmark for any of them. I've just read it until a certain page, and then just tried to remember what page I'm on, and then just kind of end up flicking through 25 pages reminding myself of where I got to, which, because I usually get to where I last read to by falling asleep in bed, leads to me spending about an hour a day trying to work out where I was in my book. So I should invest in a bookmark. TPQFH. But stop cracking your knuckles. Ew, I haven't, but I can if you want. Oh no, was I just cracking my knuckles? I must have been. Oh my god, subconscious knuckle cracking. Sorry about that. I'm gross. Dan, WTF was up with Tumblr last night. Yes. So how many of you have seen Phil's last video where Phil and Jim Chapman eat some Play-Doh? They didn't mean for it to be at all sexual. But just because they accidentally made some phallic shapes with Play-Doh, it ended up sounding a bit weird. and when I watched it, I was like, there was a whole bunch of innuendos in this that neither of them meant to make. So I went upstairs after Phil uploaded it on this very computer that I'm talking to you now on, and Phil's editing program was open from just having finished the video, just 5 minutes of finished video, and I was like, you know, what will it sound like if I take out everything that doesn't sound like innuendo? So I literally, 6 minutes, I just listened to the video. What I did was I deleted all of the video and then I just played the audio of the finished video with no music or stuff, and then just edited out bits in between, slapped it together, listened back to it, and freaking cry laughed. I had no idea. So I get Phil up and I'm like, do you want to hear what your video sounds like with no video and about 20 seconds of it removed? And oh my god, he was like, you can't put that on the internet. At which point, obviously, the first thing I do is Google generic saxophone music, whack it underneath, put it on Tumblr. That was good. I made it like 3 days ago, but then I forgot, and then I found it on my desktop, and I was just like, holy crap, how could I forget about this? So please, if you want to be traumatized by something just entirely innocent, go to my Tumblr, which is not linked to anywhere here. It is, as spelt above, danisnotonfire.tumblr.com, and then click on the play button. My theme is well ugly. I wish I could. I took the funny screenshot of Jim made of the album. I can't even see it. Popular people in my school got Tumblr, help. Oh, that's gross. Have the cool people at school started to get Tumblrs yet? What kind of Tumblrs do they have? Are they like fandom Tumblrs now that being in fandom is cool but 3 years too late? Or are they like hipster Tumblrs with Starbucks and people holding hands? What is it? What are the cool people from it? Hipster, not unironic hipster blogs. I mean, we say hipster blogs. There's nothing hipster about having a hipster blog. You know what I mean? If you really try to follow a cool visual theme, then that makes you a hipster and you have a hipster blog. If you have what people think is a hipster blog, then you're not really a hipster. You're just kind of boring. Yeah, man. So, I don't know. I'm really sorry. That's very terrible. And good luck to all of you. To be honest, these bay things are annoying. Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. How was Boyhood? Boyhood, that was a good film. So this guy called Richard Linklater took 12 years to make a movie where he cast a bunch of people as a family with a brother and a sister and a mum, and he basically made a movie that was telling the story of the family growing up over 12 years, and he used the same people over 12 years. Oh my god, what a crazy idea. And the movie was basically about a family growing up and then the boy going to college and being quite mopey and existential. And it was good. It was very good. And if you're into long, boring films that are good, then I recommend it. Notice me, Senpai. Speaking of Senpai, what's up with Crunchyroll not translating the new season of Black Butler yet? Sort your life out. Just kidding. Apparently not their fault, but still. There's only so many 380p YouTube dubs that I can watch before I'm like, where's my 1080? Also, Kirito still hasn't gone into Gun Gale. Please stop teasing me. And that's the anime update for this week. Is there something to win today? Said Mike. I don't do giveaways on YouNow. Much like I don't do hashtags with my videos. Maybe one day I will jump on all the bandwagons. I like the idea of doing giveaways with YouNow. It just sounds like a fun idea. If the YouTuber just gets free stuff to give away and then people just get to get given it, then that's pretty cool. But apparently I don't care. Sorry. Maybe I should. I don't know. What's my favourite anime? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Dan, please do a follow spree. Maybe I should make a second Twitter account just for doing follow sprees. Perhaps. Perhaps not. Who knows? I mean, getting a reply from someone's actual Twitter just during the conversation after they've uploaded the video seems more meaningful. IMO. IDEC. Da fuck, I've just joined, said Abby W. Hello, I'm wearing an Adventure Time t-shirt, and I had nothing to do with my hands, so I started sticking animals to my face, and I bet I'm going to forget that they're there for 3 days. 'Cause life. Why haven't you replied to me on Twitter yet? I don't know, maybe everything you say is just really boring. I'm just kidding, I don't know why. How does it feel to have more subscribers than Charlie? The universe is in a completely different dimensional plane since Charlie was the biggest YouTuber in the UK, so you can't even answer that question with a sensible answer anymore. Commonwealth Games, said Faye. Am I excited about the Commonwealth Games? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. It's not really the Olympics. It's just kind of like the British Empire Sports Festival. You know what I mean? It's like, look, these are all the countries that we used to pillage that now we help out by being in the Commonwealth. Yay, togetherness. I don't know. I only have, I don't know, like, okay, so there's some sports that I think are just exciting to watch. And by that, I obviously mean lawn bowls. Did you, oh yeah, nice cereal tweet. Did you see my cereal tweet earlier? I originally made a typo. I'm so freaking, like, I wrote that tweet and I spent like 2 minutes trying to get it in character limit because it was just an instant waffle I had off the top of my head when I was having some late afternoon, curiously cinnamon. And then, you know, how many times can I look at a tweet, making sure it's in character limit, to tweet it, and then realise that the sentence doesn't make sense because I missed out a word and an apostrophe. So, there we go. Typo. If you want to follow me on Twitter, click that bluebird, but before you do it, watch my video called Typos Ruined My Life. Essential watching before anyone follows me on the internet. Seriously, it's not funny at this. Well, I mean, okay, it just happens. I mean, whenever I make a typo now, people are like, haha, it's like your video! And I'm like, it's never going to stop. This isn't a situation that has been resolved by me uploading the video. None of my videos are ever me resolving the situation. You know, I don't make a video called I Talk to Myself and then get over it. I'm just basically bringing ongoing issues in my life to attention for more people to be aware of. I am gonna do a live show. Was intentional though, which is just adding to the confusion. Ironic typo. Duh. Great. Jared Way needs a goth girl for his photo shoot. I should apply. TBH. Am I going to playlist live tri-state? Not planning to at the moment. Sorry. La la la. When do I do live shows? Some Tuesdays at 9 o'clock, but I will say 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes beforehand. If I'm busy, then I won't. Sorry. Yeah. Can you say, I love you, Dawn? Said user Dawn Sivan. Your plan to get married to Troy may not work out. Wales doesn't have Lucky Charms. I'm sure you can get them from somewhere. Every country has stores that sell, do you see that little curl? What's that about? American stuff. There's always places in the UK where you can go to get Reese's Pieces and various American treats. Tasty. How am I, Dan? I'm good right now. Talking to you. Dan used Snapchat. I have no use for Snapchat. Tell me what could I use Snapchat for? If you tell me that my use for Snapchat would just be to send you funny selfies, I'd be like stressed out. I'd be like, I haven't taken a funny selfie for Snapchat in 3 days. It would just add to the procrastination guilt, to be honest. I find Reese's Pieces a bit vom. Like, I think they're nice, and I appreciate them, and I'm not dissing them. I just think that for my palate, they're a bit too intense. It's like, how do I feel about burritos? Tasty. What? I'm just lost in a sea of bays. Who still uses Snapchat? What do you do them for? How do I feel about Severus Snape? Great. God. Best Harry Potter book, or rather, best. Never ever claim that something is the best, because the whole concept of best is stupid. Who is the best racing driver of all time? Who makes the best YouTube videos? Which was the best Harry Potter book? What the hell does best mean? Best is a terrible word. Favourite is a good one, or really specific is arguable, even though it's an opinion. My favourite Harry Potter book was Half-Blood Prince. That's when it got serious for me. Like, obviously, Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter started to get serious, and then Order of Phoenix was just so freaking dense, and I was reading it like, oh my god, this is like reading the Bible, even though it was super exciting. But Half-Blood Prince, what an amazing book that was. And oh my god, it's like, you know, It's like when you're watching a TV show or playing a video game, and it's really late in the show when they're on like season 7, and they start to go into like the backstory of all the characters that you know and love. Like, you know, it's like True Blood have been doing that recently, and you know, lots of shows do that. When it gets to like the last couple of seasons of the show, they start doing very fan servicey kind of backstories on your favorite characters. That's what Half-Blood Prince was. It was just the Snape mind-blowing incredibleness. It was, oh my god, it was so fun. Like reading Half-Blood Prince at the same time as all your friends, or rather, it was kind of funny because everyone would get the book at the same time, and then people would just hold on to the spoilers based on how fast they were able to read the book. So it was like a literacy competition. It was like, you're good at reading books, great, you finished it in 2 days, and then other people are like 3 months later, don't tell me what happens on page 300. Did everyone like the little excerpt on Pottermore? God, like, it was nice to go back into the universe. It felt a bit creepy and weird, like, stop doing this to us, J.K. Rowling. You can't just bring us back. Too many emotions that I've bottled up. I let go of Harry Potter after Deathly Hallows Part 2, okay? I cut the head off the thing, you know what I mean? You can't just bring back the feels, J.K. And it was weird that they told it, sorry if you don't like Harry Potter, through the perspective of Rita Skeeter, because, oh my god, I hate Rita Skeeter. So she rustles my jimmies so much. Like, oh my, like, I think that news is generally, like, the cancer of the universe, especially corporate news that's, like, political and ruining the world. And just sensationalism and gossip and clickbait is just, like, the tumor of society, in my opinion. So to get that in one of my favourite fictional universes, I'm like, leave them alone! I'm sure you guys identify with the dislike for Rita Skeeter. Thoughts on Doctor Who? Peter Capaldi. Let's see what happens. Woo! Am I a fast reader? Yes, I am a fast reader. But I don't read things as fast as I can for the sake of reading them fast. I read things... My reading speed is like, I read things as fast as the story is being told. I watch my mum read a book, and she's like, flip, 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 flip. And I'm like, you're reading that faster than you could be giving the conversations that the characters are having enough time to breathe. You know what I mean? It's like, when I read a book, I read a conversation that the characters are having at the speed at which they'd be having it. You know what I mean? I don't try to read fast because I wouldn't want to read a conversation or a scene faster than it would happen. But then I watch my mum reading a book and she's just like strafing through the pages, and I'm like, wait, are you just like a supercomputer? Is your existence in slow motion or something? What is your problem, you weirdo? Is what I say to her by the swimming pool on family holiday. Good times. Oh my god, this morning, post came at 8 AM. I ordered some shorts, new shorts. The shorts that I'm wearing, actually. I don't think you'll be able to... Oh, look! Black shorts. How thrilling. Look at them. Wow. That was exciting. I ordered some plain black shorts and they arrived at 8 AM. So that was a lovely surprise for me. I was... Oh my god, like, seriously. I mean, my lick race victory has expired by now. I did appreciate it at the time, but now it's over, and I get woken up by the buzzer of a guy, and I'm like, do I have to sign for it? And he's like, yes, and I'm like, can I not sign for it? And you just kind of cram it through the boxes. I know you have to sign for it, and I'm like, hate life. If you have parents that answer the door for you still to get like stuff that you order off Amazon or whatever, appreciate. You know what I mean? Am I in the Super Hulock fandom? Nope. Doesn't mean I don't like the shows individually. Do I like Breaking Bad? Yeah, it was good. True Detective, that's what I just finished watching. It was good. Homestuck, never embarked upon it. I feel like it's a bit like Naruto, just too much to embark on, you know what I mean? It's like you can't just start watching Naruto now and there's like 14 1,000 episodes of something. It's just like, if you were there when it started, you just live with it. You know what I mean? What TV show do I recommend? There's many TV shows that I'd recommend. All the good ones. Am I happy for Phil getting 1 million followers on Twitter? Of course. Congrats to him and his little cake party that I was too late to. You've inspired me to have a Harry Potter marathon now. Good. Dan Howell encouraging reading in the generation of people watching him. Do you ever wish to be a sheep? Well, like a metaphorical society sheep or a literal sheep? Of all the animals to pick, I wouldn't pick cattle. Even if I was just a Welsh sheep that was just bred to be sheared every now and then, which by all means seems like a nice life. You're just kind of grazing and having a haircut every now and then you die eventually. That doesn't seem like a bad animal life. But it's boring. Oh my god, can you imagine how boring it would be to be a cow? Jesus Christ. Like, if you're a hawk, you know, you can fly and stuff. If you're a squirrel, you've got, like, lands to explore and nests to build. But people that don't have nests, you know, it's like cows and sheep that just kind of sit outside to sleep and then just stand up and live in the same field. Can you even comprehend how boring it would be to be a sheep? Like, seriously, it's like, especially if you were being hassled by a fox, which a lot of sheep are, your life would just be like, okay, falling asleep on some grass, woke up on the grass, eating the grass, fox attack, oh my god, fox just ate my mum, oh my god, fox just ate my sister, this is stressful, farmer person that keeps giving me stressful haircuts is now shooting at the thing that's trying to eat me, that's not, you know, I'd prefer to be a dog, is what I'm saying, basically. Basically. You'd never have to buy a jumper. Yeah, you would, I mean, well, you know, you'd never have to deal with the concept of economy generally as a sheep, which may be refreshing. Do I know how to ski or snowboard? I'm not experienced. Have I seen or read Divergent? I watched it. Have I watched Thoughts on Childish Gambino? Love a bit of Beano. I read the script. Ba, 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 ba. Does your mum still think there's a bat in the house? Nope. I cleared that up. How do you feel about Louisa's cats? Incredibly cute. Incredibly. 2% battery, said Kathy. Rest in peace, Kathy. Everybody say rest in peace, Kathy. Bye, Kathy. Sorry. Ba, ba, ba. Once Upon a Time, the TV show. I watched 2 episodes of that and I was like... Thoughts on The Fault in Our Stars? What about it? I mean, vague question. Yeah. Kathy with a C, people. Kathy with a C. May your charges come frequently and quickly. She might not actually be dead. I'm just presuming that 2% left. There's no hope left. Bye, Kathy. Sorry. Lumpy Space Princess shirt. Yes, indeed. Paddington Bear the movie, Dan. Apparently. Try to pronounce my name, said Sean something. Do I watch the 100 and what's your opinion? So many questions. Did I watch the APMAs? No, I didn't. Sorry. The desk is just covered with bits of paper. I don't know what Phil was up to earlier today, but he was doing something involving a Pritt stick, a pair of scissors, stickers, and a piece of paper. I have no idea. I have not asked. So that's a mystery for you to solve at some point. How intriguing. Maybe he's making a shrine of someone. Try not to find that. Do I still watch YouTubers frequently? Yes, all the time. Most of the time. Most of my time. When is my next video? Soon. It's what I'm doing with my life as of today. After my crazy last week of craziness, it's time to make a video, says Dan. Am I going to Comic-Con? Don't have any plans at the moment to do that. So, Shrek is love. Yes. How many selfies in an appropriate amount per day? I don't know, like 2 or 3 photo shoots. It depends, you know, if you're having a good day, then you really need to milk it for selfies. You can even get changed and claim that you're doing it on different days. And as long as you don't go over like 75 photos per attempted selfie photo shoot, then you're doing all right, I think. What's my favourite animal? Don't really have one. Dan, do I watch PewDiePie? Yes. I watch many of the YouTubers. What video editor do you use? Exciting question! I'm starting to use Final Cut X, and it's different and scary. Which is that. Make more food. I'd love to do more cooking videos. The one thing I can guarantee is more food tutorials at some point. I like doing them around a holiday. Perhaps I will do a Christmas food video. Perhaps I can do another Halloween food video. You just need foodie holidays, you know what I mean? Maybe one day I'll make a Thanksgiving dinner tutorial. Good. More Delia recipes. Not a sponsored video when I do a Delia Smith recipe. Probably should be if I want to be like any other YouTuber. How curly is your hair naturally? Frodo Baggins curly. What football team do you support? Said Ella. I don't follow football. Not that I have anything against football. I just wasn't brought up in a household that watched football, and therefore grew up knowing nothing about it. And then when I watch it these days, I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Whereas my dad used to, or rather still does, watch Formula One, and thus that is a sport that I follow quite immensely. Like, I know that doing sport is horrendous for people that are on the internet and don't move, and for people that don't have an interest in football, it can be boring. But the you know, the community and the competitive drama of watching sport is what makes it exciting. So I appreciate that football is technically probably the best TV show / drama on earth because of the community and the drama around soccer. Yes, bad chick 13. And Formula One is very good for drama and community because it's so glamorous and exciting. It's a very interesting thing to watch because of all the snazziness. Dan, are you getting one of the Hoenn Pokemon remakes? Yeah, I'll probably get Sapphire as I bought Ruby on the Advance. Can you put more stickers on your face? I misplaced the stickers, which is probably a good thing, otherwise I just wouldn't have stopped. When I was younger, did I ever play a sport? Not really. I did sports that I was made to do, and then I can swim. I love swimming, but my extracurricular activity was theatre. I was a drama club kid, can you tell? Nerd. I was just taking a shower and there was a moth, so I ran. That sounds horrifying, Hannah. I'm very sorry for you. Do I believe in aliens? Yes. I don't know if aliens have ever made contact with Earth. I'm leaning more to the maybe not side of things, although how would we even know? But I think that aliens probably do definitely exist somewhere in the world, or rather universe. I am a sheep and you offended me. I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm not saying that you have a boring life. I'm just saying that I don't think I'd be able to live that life. Know what I mean? What's my favourite colour? My favourite colours are white, black and gold, and none of those things are really colours so much as kind of shades. Last day of school tomorrow, said Ollie B. That's exciting. Jesus. Who else has their last day of school soon? Tell me, guys that are still at school, who aren't part of the 45%. Thanks. When is your last day of school? When do you break up for the summer holes? Unless you already have. Because bloody hell, it's 22nd of July. Finished 2 weeks ago. My first is in a week. We broke up on Friday. I'm so happy for you. Tomorrow, back on Monday. 3 weeks ago. Bloody hell, exciting. 1 week. Next week. Had mine today. Tomorrow. Friday. I've been finished for over a month and a half. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess depending on what stage you're in, whether you're doing GCSEs or A-levels. When you're doing A-levels, it's like summer holiday the whole time. Just sat at home playing Xbox. That was a really, really enjoyable period of school. That was A-levels. Loved A-levels so much. good classes, good teachers, small classes, and just 2 hours of school a day. Oh my god, it was the best thing ever. No pressure for me to decide what I was doing with my life other than sending a lazy UCAS application off to do law, which in hindsight obviously didn't work at all. So, I mean, maybe I should have been worrying about that more at the time. Who knows? I've been off since May. Wow, Jess. Exciting. Can I speak French? Badly. What grades did I get? Okay ones on, well, pretty good. I'm not going to be that guy. I just burned my egg on the oven. How do you burn your leg on the oven? That's quite specific. Good luck. Do I speak Spanish? I speak no Spanish. Most people in the UK learn to speak French and German in school because there are nearby countries, whereas obviously in America you learn Spanish because most of America speaks Spanish. I think Spanish would have been more relevant to my life than French, but I guess France is romantic and cool, and I can always go to Canada and read road signs, so that works out mildly well. Shout out to my sick dog, Luna. Get well soon, Luna the dog. Let's not start shout-out sessions. Best inspirational quote. Getting my results soon, Dan. Scared. I was so scared on GCSEs day. Are you kidding me? Oh my lord. Scary. Although GCSEs aren't really that relevant other than if you want to get into Oxford and Cambridge, whereby they are important and you did need 14 A stars. So if you have a romantic dream about doing English literature at Cambridge, you better have gotten 14 A stars. Just saying. Favourite Doctor Who companion? I mean, maybe Donna Noble. Perhaps. Noble? That's not her name. Is that my... Wait a minute. Donna... Yeah. What? Wait. Yes, I got that right. Oh my god, that was the name of my history teacher. My history teacher was called Donna Noble. That's weird. I just confused myself because we were talking about stuff. What a coincidence! I'd have liked my history teacher to be Doctor Who Donna Noble. Unfortunately, absolutely no sense of humour. And Catherine Tate is quite the MILF, as I'm sure we're all aware. Unlike my 72-year-old history teacher, even though, I mean, I don't know. She was the kind of old lady, not meaning any disrespect by old lady, but you know when you look at an old person, and especially an old lady that's like in her 60s or 70s, and I'm saying like 70s, but they're quite well dressed, and you just think to yourself, in like 1940, you would have been like the most incredibly hot person. I mean, you know, I'm sure you see some old women and you're like, wow, you're so cool now. You must have been like Pacific pin-up girl in the 20s. Strange. Let's all aspire to be that sassy grandma. Have I seen her in the office? Niched. Have I read any fanfics lately? Nope. Oh my god, what about that Oran High School Club / MIA Paper Planes remix that I reblogged on Tumblr? Incredible. Just the album artwork is just the best thing that I've seen on Tumblr in like a year, to be honest. I'll let you know what Guardians of the Galaxy is like, unless I hate it, in which case I'll try to avoid an opinion. That's a good way to tell whether I liked something or not. What's my favourite Pokemon? Don't really have one. Maybe Alakazam. Who knows? Or Kadabra. Maybe Kadabra. Alakazam's a bit... I don't like the white mustache, even though he's got the whole spoon thing going on. I've gotten Febreze in my eyes. Please help me, said Kayla. That's spectacular. I don't know how you managed that, but I wish you good luck. I've just got a giant Donna Noble tab on. Why does a fictional character have such an absolutely colossal Wikipedia page? Amazing, though. Do I miss Augustus Waters? Totally, although well casted, wasn't it? He's taller than me. He's well taller than me. He's like a foot taller than me. He was the tallest person I've ever walked past. Could have asked for a selfie. Not about that life. How tall is too tall for a girl? Said Chiana Mia. I don't know, 13 foot 12. Probably have all kind of spine problems then. That's too tall, probably. Say my name, say my name. Have you ever Googled yourself? Why would I ever want to do that? That is the last thing I'd ever want to do in the entire world. Dan, you should watch the APMAs. Yeah, I opened a tab search for it when one of you asked. I bought Dolly Parton's, sorry, best of album the other day. Who remembers, and none of you remembers, and you're all liars, 2012, I did a live show when I talked about wanting to make a country music Spotify playlist. Don't bullshit me. Who remembers me asking for recommendations on country music for a country music playlist? Statistically, about 12% of you could have possibly been there. Anyway, yeah, so expanding on that, I bought Dolly Parton's Best Of the other day. Good times. I'm getting braces on Thursday. Good luck. I went to the dentist today. Cleaning. Scrapey scrape. Apparently I have unnaturally translucent enamel. I was like, thanks. Even if I have fantastic oral hygiene, that's great. How would I describe my Tumblr blog? I don't know, just like a mix of I don't know. I wouldn't describe it. I just want it to invoke some kind of general reaction or emotion by scrolling down it, even if I don't want to articulate it. Dan, would you ever consider uploading a piano cover? Unlikely, as I suck. You said scrapey scrape and I got to chill. Sorry, that's a bit of a gross phrase to say, isn't it? Generally speaking. Dan, a moth just flew behind you. Don't F with me like that. So I'll start crying. Youngest age you would go out with? I'm 17. If you don't realise what a profoundly disturbing question that is, I wish you luck. More stickers on your face. I think I've run out. What's my second job? I don't have one. I just, you know, make a video and then spend the rest of the time being sad. I'm joking. Hamsters are live. Hamsters are cool, although smelly. What camera do you recommend for recording videos? These days, I don't think you could literally obtain a digital camera that isn't 1080p. I think that an iPhone camera is more than enough for YouTube videos for like 2 years until you want to start taking yourself too seriously. Depends how privileged you are, in which case you could invest in a Canon 60D, which is the typical vlogger DSLR. Who is my favourite Marvel character? I don't know. Although I was thinking that my favourite character in the Avengers that I'm looking forward to seeing in the future, I just want to see more Hulk. You know what I mean? Is your hashtag a band reference? No, it is not a reference to Alexis on Fire. That's just a coinkydink, as Harley would say. In May. Who watches the Pokemon anime? Battle Frontier, best season other than the first season of the anime. It's like the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy of Pokemon. It's so incredible. Battle Frontier. If you give a shit about if you're a Pokemon nerd or someone that is for some reason putting yourself watching through the fucking rude awful anime at the moment that is Pokemon. I mean, you can't judge Pokemon too hard because they're trying to appeal to 7-year-olds, but Battle Frontier, iconic, best season of Pokemon, amazing. It's the first one where they finally treat Ash as if he's an experienced trainer that doesn't have his brain melted every time he goes to a new region. Nerd! What a freaking nerd I am. Oh my god. I should swan dive off the edge of the universe. Have I read The Hunger Games? Yes, I've read all 3. Mockingjay. What is the youngest viewer you've ever met? I'm pretty sure I met like a 4-year-old VidCon that was with the family. Awkward noises coming out of my mouth. Don't know why. With a strong heart, you can shape your own destiny, said somebody. What, I don't know what that means. Do you like Anna Managuchi, said Madalena. Yes, I'm friends with them. They're really cool. Favourite movie? Don't have one. Do I watch True Blood? Yep. Loving the new season. I mean, it's not as cinematic as seasons 1 and 2, but I'm still liking it, to be honest. Oh god, we are nearing an hour. I think I'll have to go soon. Oh my word. Okay, before I have to GTFO, what should we talk about? Guys. Favourite member of One Direction? I don't know. What was Harry wearing at Louis' mum's wedding is one thing. The other thing is, isn't Lou Teasdale the most incredible person you've ever seen in your entire life? Bloody hell. Anime, brief, I've already spoken about that, kinda. Best concert I've ever been to. I don't know, I've been to so many good ones. Mostly at festivals, big crowds. There's something, I mean, I've been to a few small crowd gigs that are good, but there's nothing like being part of an audience of 70,000 people all having a good time at the same time. That's why I recommend you all go to music festivals, but don't get killed, because they're very scary and dangerous. Do I think that dimples are cute? Aren't they like collapsed cheek muscles that don't technically work? How much food is too much food for a day? I don't know, that's just up to your own philosophy. Dr. Phil or Oprah? Oprah, probably. Am I Smosh? Yes. Do you like SpongeBob? Yes. Sing the name game. Dan. Dan, Boban, Banana, Banana, Fofan, Fee, Fi, Fofan. It's Dan. Was that right? I forget how it goes. Dan, Fofan, Banana, Fana, Fofan. It's Dan. The name. It's American Horror Story. It's just something you need to watch. It was probably the highlight of my existence, wasn't it? I mean, just be so grateful that that show. What the hell? Oh my god! It's just the most ridiculous show ever in the best way possible. Have I read the Count of Monte Cristo? No, but I'm extremely aware of it. Do I like clowns? I'm not afraid of them. Tacos or burritos? Burritos. I farted, said somebody. Good, thank you for letting me know. Game of Thrones, great TV show. You should watch it. You look very tired. I'm not. I'm just not hyper. What's your favourite band? Don't have one. Radiohead. The Moth is still behind you. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding you. Any awkward stories this month? I took money out of a cash machine and said thank you. The radio show. Who watched the radio show on Sunday? I thought it was a very funny one. I might tweet the link for it after this. If you, for whatever reason, missed the radio show last Sunday, I'll tweet the link to it after this, and you can just listen to it on the bus or something, or when you're tidying your room or doing your homework. It was fun. Phil was very funny at a certain point in the second hour when he just talked about cows or something. Oh my god. Someone said, if you could delete your past or future, what would it be? If I deleted my future, wouldn't I die? That doesn't... Would you rather date a girl with good looks or a good personality? I mean, personality is way more important than looks, generally. How can I want to go near someone if I don't like them at all? I left my gas on and I'm staying in a motel. Don't die, please. Carl the Llama is behind you. Carl! Are you excited for Troy with an X? Yeah. Dan, have you watched the new episode of Iwatobi Swim Club? Loving the angst. Loving the angst. What happened in the last episode? I don't remember. What a ridiculous anime, but funny. With the best end credits ever. The makers have a sense of humour. That's why it's good. It's like Oran High School. Stickers gross me out. Do they? Elephant and the cat and the stuff. Okay. So, in conclusion, nice to speak to you guys again. Missed you since 2 weeks ago. I'm going to make a video soon. It's what I'm doing when I wake up tomorrow. So look forward to that. My Tumblr is dennisnotonfire.tumblr.com, which someone just asked me. Please don't be too traumatized by that audio post I made, though it's not my fault. It's their fault for unintentionally doing it. Stay good. I'll try to end a live show without a profound nugget of bull poop, as I said last time. There's only so much philosophy I can dish out, guys, before I go empty. I'm like a sponge. Would you rather I was a full sponge or just an empty, dry husk in a lake? I don't know what I'm saying. Bye!